19th century, she was hailed as the most famous woman of African descent in the world. That's a quote. And now a play called Written by Phyllis is bringing the story of poet and enslaved woman Phyllis Wheatley to life. It's at the historic Sedgwick Theater on Germantown Avenue, up in my neighborhood. So here today to tell us about it, Asia, is it Richie? Richey. See, there's an accent in there, and I'm not that sophisticated. Asia Richey Rogers, who plays Phyllis, and Philip Brown, who plays her husband in Abolitionist. And thank you both for coming in.
Thank you
for having us.
Appreciate you doing it. What did you have to learn, and what did you learn to play this role? It seems like a lot.
Yes. Oh, there is so little that I knew about Phyllis Wheatley from my upbringing. She was maybe all of 3 sentences in my textbook.
Right.
I knew that she was an enslaved woman. I did not know that she was born in Senegal and brought over, endured the Middle Passage as a child, and arrived at 8 years old, tiny. And to have the fortitude to find a path for herself while navigating the brilliance of her literature. It's incredible.
It is
Same type of thing.
Same type of thing. I mean, I'm embarrassed that I didn't know more about the characters, you know, in Phyllis's life in this story. You know, I play Scipio Moorhead, her childhood friend who was also enslaved, who was a brilliant artist, and is said to have painted the famous portrait of Phyllis at her writing desk. Charles Ignatius Sancho, who was an abolitionist and I think an instrumental part of helping Phyllis discover using her pen as a weapon for the abolitionist movement. Didn't know that he was the first of African descent to vote in Britain and to have the first business. And then, of course, John Peters, Phyllis's husband. I knew nothing about John Peters. You know, I said, oh, wow, this was Phyllis's husband, and they had 3 babies. And you know, so it was an education. I told the great director, Sherilyn Bruce, after the audition, thanks for the education, because we don't get this in our history books.
Do you think that, and we're looking at some of the pictures and what have you, and I'm listening to the emotion as you tell the stories, do you think people leave with that, a great show, but also that history lesson that maybe changes us like it changed both of you?
Absolutely. Because all that we really have access to are her words. To have people bring it to life and humanize her is really impactful.
Yeah, it feels like it changed you. Will it change us?
It will. I think it will. I know it will, because just like Asia said, to see Phyllis outside of the pages of the history books and see a real beating heart and real genuine love for, you know, for John Peters, you know, but her struggles as a scullery maid and not being able to, you know, keep all of her babies. Her babies, well, I won't spoil the
yeah, don't we want to give them a little bit.
But I think, to Asia's point, humanizing Phyllis and seeing her real life struggles is heart-wrenching, but also a joy to hear her poetry come out of and brilliantly performed by Asia.
I don't know if people can see the emotion as you guys are talking about this. So it's at the Sedgwick.
It is.
People can come in, and there's some kind of special things going on when people get there, special access to poetry, special that they all need to come and check out.
Yes, absolutely. So I know that at opening we had copies of the New York Times bestseller, The Odyssey of Phyllis Wheatley. And I'm so happy this is all coming together at the perfect time, because she really is in the zeitgeist right now. And people are hearing about
her name and
her work, and now they can see her beyond the page.
You're telling me we got to go, but you should all go to the Sedgwick, check it out. We just gave you a little taste. We will make sure we have the links for you to buy tickets. They're there through June 9th? June 4th. They're through June 4th, so you still have a little time to get over and check it out, and we'll have all the links up at fox29.com. I'm going to come see y'all, because it's in my neighborhood.
Yes.
Oh,
I appreciate you.
We're going to hold you to it.
Absolutely.
I'm there. Thank you very much for coming in. All right.